Everybody's ready to eat. They're all out. Usually the fans in the shark pond are a little bit disruptive for your vision, but it does keep the film off the top. There's a lot of waste in here. The shark especially eats a lot. She wastes a lot of nitrates in this tank. It doesn't really hurt the fish. Growing coral in here would be almost impossible. Just some animals are not gonna let that happen with how much they produce. That being said, the fish in here grow very fast. The horseshoe crabs have been alive for years. I think the biggest one I have is 2 years old. At least I've had it for 2 years. So feeding heavy has its benefits. It also has some downsides. All right, let's go ahead and get this feeding going. Everybody is ready for some shrimp. And Penny looks like she is very ready. Hungry? Good girl. She has nipped me before. Not out of meanness, just out of me holding a piece of shrimp. And she is a shark. She's a bamboo shark, but she is a shark. And she does have teeth, and they are very sharp. Other than that, she's a sweetheart. As long as you're not another shark or a stingray, she is not a friend. We always give some of the last bits of the tail and stuff to the crabs. They get very excited. Day in the life of a blue crab. My fish room is so on and so forth, but everybody in here's gonna have a fat belly soon. She ate a pretty big piece out of my hand, and there's a few more pieces in there. We got a panther grouper in here that eats a pretty good bit. He stays hidden though. My ribbon eels actually don't eat the shrimp. They only eat silver sides. On occasion they'll eat mollies, but I feed them kind of in a separate situation. They eat about twice a week, although the shark gets fed the shark and the rest of the fish get fed daily. You know, just a happy little feeding. Everyone's gotten their algae wafers, and everyone's gotten their pellets, and everyone's gotten their frozen krill, and everyone's pretty happy today. I wish I could give you more on this. The green moray we just put in is still getting used to home. He or she is hiding back there. Once it starts to come out, I'll be able to sex it and figure out what he or she is, and then we will come up with a name. This might just be in my circle of friends, but we always joke, says don't name a fish until you've had it for a month, because they always seem to not make it when you do that. So saltwater fish superstition, but I've seen it in practice. So this stuff is gorgeous. A lot of people think it's just a weed. It's just a green star polyp, but I think it's gorgeous. It grows fast. It covers rocks well. There's actually a lot of different kinds. There's a little bit right there of what you just saw. The stuff back there, which is kind of hard to see through the acrylic, is kind of a dimmer color, but it's very pretty when it starts to grow. Actually, I can give you an example of that back there. That is it. It's a GSP. It's a green star polyp, but it's a lot longer. It's got less color, but it's got longer arms, so it flows beautifully, which they all do. I mean, GSP is just gorgeous. Pretty much coral in general is just an amazing thing. You know, it's an animal that acts kind of like a plant. It was been on the planet before anything else. I'm a big fan. Anyway, y'all enjoy. I hope you enjoyed watching the shark eat and me ramble on about my tanks for a while. I promise you some cool stuff's coming up. I will do a lot of videos, and I have a lot of people that I can definitely show some really neat things off with. Stay tuned.